Hey, how's it going, my boy? It's me, not the true party king of games. You know it, you love it, you're here. You haven't logged off yet, hopefully. Hopefully you'll watch it through to the end. I'm just here on my lovely little balcony on my little Tuscan house. Out here asking a simple question. What is the future after 100 subscribers? Because we finally did it. After 2 years of doing Yu-Gi-Oh content. Year zero was modern stuff that I'll admit didn't really enjoy it in the long term. It was fun at the moment, like, you know, I topped a regional or whatever and it seemed cool, but you know, maybe even by the time I posted the video it was already out of date. Like a ban list would hit and, you know, like suddenly, oh my god, Areca Plants isn't crazy anymore. Because like, why did you have to hit my Dryas and my healer for no reason at all? Just because like 1 or 2 people are doing well at it with it. I don't know. But before we get to the future, I need to give some thanks to some of my fam, some of my friends. People like Oneness from Gaia Awakens over here got me really into making YouTube videos, really inspired me to make stuff that originally I was kind of worried with imposter syndrome, like am I really the person to be doing this? But he taught me, why would you be doing videos if this wasn't something that you were inherently interested in? Like, if you become the best person at this topic, you're probably not going to want to do videos about it at all. So this is part of the learning experience. Next, I would say my man, Lil Man YGO, that whole crew, love them. The Amaryllis fam, they got me. They kind of got me into Edison, I'll admit. You know, finding out that plants were actually pretty competitive, that was exciting, and got me on the road of scheming and throwing stuff together, like my magical merchant video. That one was fun. But they also had me on the channel when I topped the RBET New York. That was really cool. Next, obviously, gotta shout out Keegan, my man, really cool guy. Puts on obviously all the RBTs and everything. Had me on his channel, and yeah, it was fun. Hopefully, we'll get to do more videos in the future, and I'll definitely be seeing everybody at RBET Berlin because that's gonna be hype. We are bringing back the plants. Plants are topping or winning. No, we are winning the RBET. Next, probably most importantly, my friends back in Florida, back in SoFlo Yu-Gi-Oh, here we go. The crew, like Kyle that got me into Edison, also like in person. You know, a bunch of people like Carlos and Abe that drove me, but probably most importantly, my main shout out would be to my boy AJ that literally sponsored my flight and competition out to RBT Vegas. Didn't end up winning anything, but he was still super chill with everything. So I'll miss you guys, and hopefully I'll be back at some point. But now that we've gotten to 100 subscribers, 10 to the second by year 2, I expect to basically be exponentially increasing by, you know, an extra exponential number of 10 for every single year. So by the 3rd year, we get to 10 to the 3rd, 1,000 subscribers, I will hopefully finally be running my own Yu-Gi-Oh! Edison events. You know, we got a whole place out here, the Airbnbs, event places, you know, places we host weddings and stuff, which RBT New York was hosted in a wedding venue. So like, I mean, we just need some judges and stuff and we're good to go. And people that actually know what they're doing, because I don't know what I'm doing. I just got a space. And I think it'd be really cool because it'd be more than just like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Edison event. It'd be like a whole coming together of the community and like a fun little familial umbrella. That's my hope. That's my dream. Then by 10 to the 4th, we'll be opening our own card shop, probably online, where we'll be, you know, having Yu-Gi-Oh! Merchandise, and not just cards, but like deck boxes, dual discs, maybe even mats and courses and stuff if you want to just build this stuff yourself, because I'm just making what I feel like is fun, utilizing the scraps and the waste of a lot of this TCG products in a way that I feel like is productive and not conducive to filling a land hole and destroying the planet. But by year 5, oh man, by year 5, I feel like I want to be printing my own special proxy cards to be exclusively usable at Mind Crush Palace Yu-Gi-Oh events, where we could like print out entire decks and just make an experience that people will be like never forgetting, especially when we the day closes and the Shadow Realm hours approach. The cards begin to transform. Let's just say that the cards begin to transform, and it's something you're definitely gonna like probably have your own special decks specifically for this event beyond just your regular casual event decks. But beyond that, when we get to 10 to the 6th, we'll basically be eclipsing like the biggest Yu-Gi-Oh channels on YouTube, like Team Samurai. So by then I feel like Konami kind of has to listen to us, and even if they don't, even if they just completely cancel all the Time Wizard events forever, even in Europe, who really cares? Yu-Gi-Oh is ours. Because by 10 to the 7th, I don't even think Konami is going to own the Yu-Gi-Oh license anymore because of just the destruction they're doing to the property. Like the TCG, like standard modern, is probably the most fun it's ever been, but they're still like actively destroying their community, not just the Edison scene. So like the idea that they're actually going to be just being able to use the property in a profitable manner is kind of hilarious to me, because like they're clearly just trying to tater into Master Duel, but Master Duel is like the worst state ever. With like you could just play ranked. Like I would love to get back into Master Duel, but it's terrible. So I don't know what the hell they're doing, but yeah, I don't know. The point is, by 10 to the 8th, by that year, by year 8, oh my god, when we get to 10 to the 8th number of subscribers, we're literally going to be like PewDiePie level freaking biggest channels on YouTube. And by then, I mean, like, Yu-Gi-Oh basically is going to enter, I feel like, a new realm of relevance within the greater society. Because then, by year 9, when we get to 10 to the 9th, oh my god, about 1/7 of the entire population of the planet will be subscribed. And by that point, I think by that point, it's basically world peace has been solved, because we will have entered a reality similar to that of Yu-Gi-Oh, where weapons companies like Raytheon will be acting like Kaiba Corp, where no longer are weapons actually profitable and they start to become card game related companies, because that's where the real money is. It is no longer an ending life, but by providing good times and fun vibes. But I'll say that's probably, that's going to take a whole 9 years to get to. So I don't even understand how we're getting there, but I think we're getting there. I know we're getting there. Don't ask me why or how. But by year 10, when we get to 10 to the 10th level of subscribers, to the point where people are probably having to make duplicate accounts because there aren't even that many people on the planet. By that point, I'll have finally created my 100th episode. I'll have actually created 30 more episodes in 10 more years, because I'm so freaking slow at this. I'm the worst. or actually this episode right now will inspire enough people to start procreating and creating an extra 3 billion people on the planet, such that there will actually be enough people to subscribe to this channel. And like, you know, that's just the end. I don't think we can get more than that, unfortunately. That'll be the peak. Anyways, that's all I gotta say for that. I'll catch y'all later in whatever is crazy episode we got planned next. But all I know is we're on the incline, and I'm excited for the future of the Mind Crush Palace, where I'm literally going to be creating new environments for dueling, because, you know, I'm an architect or whatever. So I'll catch you all later.